You came back like 10 years ago, and now you're back again. How is it to be back to Portugal?
Well, it's great. I like Portugal, particularly like Lisbon.
Have you come here often, like just for fun or
Yeah,
holidays?
I came here. I came here for a short break in November. It rained all the time, but I loved it.
They said you had Fischer-Z had a great influence in the new wave
Sure.
music. Do you still identify yourselves with that kind of music?
Yeah, I mean, in as much as it was an art new wave, really. I was interested in where art and new wave music came together.
But now it's more rock pop, or is still?
I don't think so. It depends.
No?
It depends. I mean, there's different aspects. I'm still identified with the kind of art pop stuff, like with the people like Talking Heads, and I was really interested in bands like the Velvet Underground.
The first three albums of Fischer-Z were probably the most successful. People still remember songs like So Long or Marlies or Remember Russia. Can you tell me something about each one of these songs?
Well, the songs were of their time. One thing that I wrote about was many people were writing about the politics in England, and I was writing about politics in Europe. And so a lot of the songs were, half the songs were political songs, half the songs were love songs.
Okay. All your music, or a lot of your music, is about political and social issues. Like you wrote about the Cold War in Europe. You wrote about the execution of Saddam Hussein, for example, head on. About Afghanistan and the United States. Are you thinking about writing in your next work about the migration issue, for example, the Eurotunnel issue?
Yeah, I mean, I wrote a song about it, because some of the songs I write to go onto records to sell, and some of the political songs are free. And I wrote a song about the guys that are waiting in France to get into England, the migration. It's a song called Agincourt. It's about that, because they're rowing from Africa. Row boys, row boys, row to Agincourt. Yeah.
You were successful as a band, but also in a solo career. You have 36 years career, more than 20 albums edited, 3,000 concerts. Who are the Fischer-Z nowadays? What happened to the other guys?
Who are the Fischer-Z? Well, they're my friends originally. I mean, the original drummer, Steve Little, he works in antiques in Bristol. He collects beautiful old things. Steve Skolnick, the keyboard player, makes beautiful furniture, and I don't know what Dave Graham does, but the Fischer-Z now is like it's like a Premier League football team, in as much as you have. If I do concerts with a band, then it's Fischer-Z. That's me in a band. If I do concerts on my own, it's Fischer-Z solo.
You're always Fischer-Z.
I am now. I've been inspired to do it. That's what I am.
I wanted to talk about before your career as a musician. You took a degree in clinical psychology. Have you ever made psychology, or have you ever? What do you do for a living now? It's just your music. I heard about poetry also.
Because in New York, the music, people know so long. In America, they know just so long, but they know me more for poetry than for music.
But you write your own songs, is that it, or more?
We 2 years ago we were touring. I was touring a play which is called The Last Picasso. And we did the play in Edinburgh, and we did it in Berlin and Brussels and all of this. So it's different, but mainly I write songs. That's my main thing.
Fischer-Z and yourself, you have a great presence in social networks like Facebook. How does a band of the 70s made this turnover to these social tools?
Well, the idea that you need to be able to contact your fans and your friends directly, that's very important. I've always been interested in multimedia, but also now my son's involved in managing me, so he gets involved in it as well, so therefore it's a natural way of doing things. Many little bands, totally unknown bands, have thousands and thousands of followers. But in the end, it's all about the quality of what you can put on the social media.
You have 5 children,
Yes.
3 girls, and they also sing.
Yeah, they do.
They follow your steps.
No, not really. They sing in different ways, but some of them have been in bands. But they one of my daughters, Millie, she uses her music as therapy, music and therapy. But they do all sing, and they've all sung on stage with me and on records.
Finally, what did you prepare for the Flower Power Fest in Santo André? What can we expect from the concert?
Well, what we'll do is to play. I play a complete selection of things. The people will see, obviously, some of the old songs that they love, and some new songs as well. With and it's a mixture of the two things. But I play all the songs that I really like.
Mm-hmm. Are you working in new stuff now?
Pardon?
Are you working in new?
Yeah, I'm always working something. Yeah, I'm always working something new. I mean, obviously, the general release of the new "This Is My Universe" record will be during this year. We had a pre-release earlier in the year, but we're putting everything together in Fischer-Z.
No.
Thank you.
Can you repeat the first one?
The first one, it was about the first concert in.
Os two.
The quê?
Os dois primeiros.
Os dois primeiros.
Did your technical equipment drop out?
Yes,
So was
something
dangerous.
happened here.
I'm always getting things dropping out myself.
The first question was about. Did you know that you were the first band to sell out a football stadium in Portugal when you came here the first time in 1981?
We didn't know that then. I really only found that out recently. But it was obviously very exciting because we turned up. It was hot. It was daytime. It was crazy loud, running around all over the place. No sleep, flying straight in. So yeah, it's great. It was because we'd played concerts the year before, but it grew very fast.
That time where you used to have so many people waiting to hear you. Were you used to that in that year, 81?
81 went pretty crazy. Yeah.
You went all around.
Yeah, we did all around Europe then, and it just became, for me, it became too much like a rock band, and I'm interested where music and art cross over, not just standard rock and roll routines, a bit boring.